Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food. It is autumn in New England, the best time of year, the time of year where all the leaf peepers come out. We are headed up to New Hampshire to check out the fall foliage. Now, one of the things New Hampshire is famous for is the Old Man of the Mountain. Old Man of the Mountain is on their license plates, it is on the highway signs, it is on their state coin. And so Old Man of the Mountain was up in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and it was a rock formation that was formed tens of thousands of years ago by glacial activity. It has since come off the mountain, but New Hampshire still honors the Old Man of the Mountain as their favorite son. As a matter of fact, we are in Hooksett, New Hampshire, and right behind me is the Old Man of the Mountain constellation replica. So somebody actually built out of stone, built a replica of Old Man of the Mountain. So if you never got a chance to see it, you can see it. So on our trip today, we're gonna stop and we're gonna see some other Old Man of the Mountain sites, but we're also gonna check out the best of fall in New England. We are now in Concord, New Hampshire, which is New Hampshire state capital, and we are at an unusual site. So this stairs behind me was the original doorstep of the home where Franklin Pierce lived after he was president. So he retired to this home, or the home that was here. Right now, at the top of these stairs is a vacant lot, parking lot for a funeral home. But when Abraham Lincoln died, the residents of the town were upset because Pierce wasn't flying a flag in honor of Lincoln. And so they gathered at this doorstep, and he came out and they said, well, you know, why aren't you honoring Lincoln by flying the flag? And he said, well, I think my record as president should stand for itself as far as patriotism goes. And they agreed and they left. So there is a plaque, little monument, depicting this as Franklin Pierce's home. And the reason that these stairs are here, but there's nothing past it, is because after Pierce's death, he actually died in the home that was here. After his death, not immediately afterwards, but after his death, the house burned down to the ground, and they just never built anything back there. So a little known and even less cared about fact about Concord, New Hampshire's native son, Franklin Pierce. Behind me is the New Hampshire State Capitol at Concord. So this building was completed in 1819. It's one of the many state capitals that have a gold dome on top of it. And also standing in front of it, there's a statue of New Hampshire's other famous son, Daniel Webster. So behind me is a statue of Hannah Dunstan. We are in Boscawen, New Hampshire. And Hannah Dunstan was in Haverhill, Massachusetts. She was absconded with, kidnapped by Native Americans who took her up to New Hampshire. And it was around on this site in 1697 that after her infant son was killed by the Native Americans, that she got an axe or a hatchet in the middle of the night and scalped her captors and escaped. So they built a monument for her along the river. It's kind of like, if you don't know it's here, you have to kind of look for it. It's off these railroad tracks in a real quiet area, but really unusual. If you look closely at the statue, most people think she's holding flowers. It's actually the scalps of the Native Americans. It's kind of creepy.
While we're in the town of Tilton, we decided to stop for lunch at the Tilton Diner. The Tilton Diner is a throwback 50s style diner complete with a metal-clad dining car. It was opened in 1992 and it caters to a blue-collar crowd serving typical American fare. We decided to stop in for a unique New England specialty, American chop suey. It's more like goulash than chop suey, but you'll find this dish in most New England homes. The Tilton Diner's version substituted cavatappi for typical elbows, but it was rich, hot, and delicious, and a big thumbs up.
So we are in Meredith, New Hampshire right now, and here's Julie again. And so this is one of the spots that we used to stop all the time. We're a little bit disappointed because there's a colonial house there, and underneath the big tree, they used to put pumpkins underneath it, and there's no pumpkins underneath it. Also, that's a big maple tree, and usually it's bright orange, and now it's kind of green, so, you know, the foliage isn't, you know, what it normally is, but that's okay. So we stopped here. Normally when we stop here, we usually get fudge and apple cider.
Yes.
But we get apple cider donuts. Now, if you remember, we did a Trippy Food episode where we did the apple cider donut Oreos. So now we get the real thing. I guess we'll compare it. So it used to be called Long Ridge Farms a while back. Now it's called Picnic Rock Farms. So we got some fudge. We're gonna try that. What kind of fudge is this?
This is the panucci. Or if you're fancy, you just call it the panucci.
The peanut.
Panucci. Hey, panucci. Cheers. I like when it has a nice crunchy top.
Yeah, that's really good. And it's homemade here, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a nice.
It's nice. It's a nice piece of fudge.
Ooh, that's really thick and creamy.
Not that, you know, sometimes you have that fudge and it's like gritty tasting. You can taste like the sugar wasn't mixed up. Not here. This is the real deal. All right, here, you could grab the dog nuts.
So these are real, authentic, grade A apple cider donuts.
Technically grade O. Is there a donut?
Oh.
Not done with the panucci. Cheers. Smells so good.
Oh, they're almost like, it's almost like bread.
So good.
Oh my God.
And we got the plain, so sometimes you can get these sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. But I guess if you really like it sweet, you can do that. But you kind of miss the flavor of the donut.
There's a real nice spice to it.
Mm.
Those are really good.
Excellent.
And the Oreos are nothing like this.
Oh, God. Come on to New England, get the real deal.
That's a thumbs up.
Because they're going to get the apples from the orchards around here, and they're using their real cider.
So we're about what, like 2/3 of the way up to Mount Washington? Okay, so now we have this hand-pressed apple cider. I'm not sure what kind of apples it's from. That is so good. It's like drinking an apple. It's just that fresh apple taste. It's just so good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up on the donuts. Thumbs up on the cider.
Okay, we're in Lincoln, New Hampshire, and we're checking out one of the other several rock formations in the shape of a human face profile, Indian Head Rock. The profile was first noticed after a fire cleared the trees around it around 1901, and the Indian Head Estates was first opened in 1913. At that time, it was essentially just a campground. In 1922, they opened a hotel on site. The first tower was a wooden lookout tower that was 72 feet high, and it burned down in 1929. But later that year, they built the current steel tower. And in 1951, when a bigger property was built across the road to make way for US Route 3, the tower was moved with it. In addition to views of Indian Head Rock on Mount Pemigewasset in Franconia, the tower provides a spectacular 360-degree view of the area. In the fall, the foliage colors are visible for miles, and as they blanket the hills and mountains, they really do live up to the nickname Bowl of Tricks. You know, like the cereal. We're finally on site to see the remnants of the Old Man of the Mountain at the top of Cannon Mountain in Franconia, New Hampshire. The first recorded mention of the Old Man was back in 1805. It collapsed nearly 200 years later on May 3, 2003, and it overlooked the valley for millennia. There were a lot of discussions on how to replace it, including a fiberglass model hung from the top of the mountain, but fortunately sensibility prevailed and Profiler Plaza was dedicated on June 12, 2001. From Profiler Plaza, there's metal rods that hold tiny cutouts in the shape of the Old Man. So when you stand in the right place, the cutouts replace the missing rock formation and gives you an idea of what it used to look like.
So we have ended our trip at the foot of Mount Washington, which is back here. And essentially we've just kind of come up through the White Mountains. We would have had more time, we would have gone up to the top of Mount Washington, maybe on another trip, but it's so worth it this time of the year. It is spectacular and absolutely beautiful. New Hampshire is beautiful anyways, but especially this time of the year, absolutely breathtaking. So if you can make it up here in October, this is the time to come up. So we had a great day today with Julie and the girls, and I can't wait till the next time you were able to come up. But if you do come up here, be careful because it's crazy out there. So please take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.